Hey everybody, back at it again. And I found another great 14-day free campsite. This is Hickory Hills. I am south of Indianola, Iowa, which is also about an hour south of Des Moines on US 69. It's a county park, 14-day free area, and part nature preserve, I think. You can see over there wildlife planting in memory of Merrill Streeter. Warren County Pheasants Forever, dedicated 1994. Little dock down there in the pond. As you come into the park, the camping is to the right here. Let's show you the camping first here. To the right here, you can see on the sign, the mounds and the trail. There's Indian mounds back here. Burial mounds, I guess. Here's where you check in. There is an Iron Ranger. They require you to register. But as you can see, it's not a pay site. You actually fill out these registration card, put one on your site and one in this little slot right here. So let's go take a look at the campground here. This is the first campsite on here on the right. He's another full-timer I met yesterday. Another one on your left. Looks like it's a little wet when someone pulled in there, but dried out now, pretty nice. This is a super clean vault toilet right here. Very nice, well stocked, kept clean. Here's my campsite to the left, overlooking this ravine. Another one next to me here. As you can see, they're not right on top of each other. They're spaced out pretty nice, which I enjoy here. Here's another site right here. One a little further back. Each site is unique from what I could tell. You know, they're not laid out exactly the same. Here's a smaller site, more for like a tent or something, I guess. And then there's a loop back here. Come back around. Kind of some day use area here because there is a trail back here. They do have an audio tour. I'll show you. I'll post the sign on here, right about here. Okay. Now you can see that I was talking about. All right, let's go take a look at the day area up here. Go through the campground here. You see these fire rings are real nice. The concrete slabs around them are even stamped. You know, the stamping they do with concrete. Metal rings inside those. There's also, even up by my campsite, they had to take down a tree. They cut up the wood and left it sitting out there so you can use it for your fire. So it's legal to use, you know, downed wood. And they all have picnic tables. It's not a brand new campground, but I tell you, it's really well maintained and clean. That's what, no trash, I mean, except for this up here. And I don't know what someone was thinking here. They got their grill out here and then they dumped it right along the side here. It frustrates me sometimes. I'm sorry to break out my frustration. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but it bothers me that people do that. So they have this day use area here. see here. These restrooms here have hot and cold running water. How you doing, gentlemen?
How you doing?
Beautiful park here. You too. And the barn here even has water. They use it for events. I was talking to a gentleman from Iowa DOT, and they have weddings and events up here. A little fire ring down there. There's some hiking trails, nothing real, you know, advanced hiking trails or anything, but just, you know, like nice little nature walks that just about anybody can do, you know. Some are 3/4 of a mile, some are half a mile. But we'll explore those a little bit later. And if the wind cooperates, we'll put the drone up and you can get an aerial view of the area here and what it has to offer. Back to our campsite. Hey everyone. Against my better judgment, I decided to fly my Mavic Mini today and kind of show you around the campground. The wind had died down. I thought I was good, and by 7 o'clock tonight it's supposed to be in the single digits, which would have been fine. After being dead for, 10-15 minutes, I get the drone up, I'm flying around here, checking it out, showing you this park where I'm camped out here. Really neat place, you can see. Beautiful trees, starting to bud out, springtime in Iowa. And you see the other campsites here. There's 3 of us camped here right now. Flying over the vault toilets with close proximity to me, which are, again, the cleanest vault toilets I've been in all season. There's the lake out there, or the pond. Some other camping back in there. Tent camping. You see the dock out there and everything. Pretty cool place. Over there is the barn and the outdoor venue day use area. At this point, I realize I'm in a little bit of trouble. I've got red flags going off on my controller about wind and return and land it right where it's at. And I'm like, what? You see it's moving pretty slow. You see the wind blowing it backwards? Yeah, I was in a bit of trouble here. I'm trying to fight it. At this point, I try to use auto return. You see the result? Auto return doesn't use full power. It kind of comes back at a slow pace, and I'm like, what is going on here? It's going backwards. It's not even moving forward. The wind had picked up so much in the gusts. I'm like trying to figure out what to do here. So I'm trying to fly zigzag back and forth, trying to find a sweet spot where I can get it to move forward because I'm over trees. And if you see the vault toilet there, it looks like just, mowed grass. Why don't I land there? Well, it's tall grass and it's actually got twigs and brush in there. And that also wouldn't have been a good option. So I'm trying to get to the road. And see, I'm moving a little bit here, but I'm just fighting it. It's blowing me backwards again. You can see. Try to get down in altitude, and not too low because there's trees, and trying to find a happy medium. So I try to go crossways with the wind blowing me sideways, basically. The controls weren't responding real well too. So I went up a little further and tried to come back at a diagonal towards it. Now you see I'm moving up closer to where I need to be, still over those trees, which is the worst case scenario. Because what happens, it'll hit one of those branches, flip it, and the power goes off and it'll crash, you know, 30 feet to the ground. Now I got her moving. Here's where I'm breathing a sigh of relief, a big sigh of relief. All right, the Mavic Mini did it, and it used a lot of battery. So I flew further than I needed to, just so if the wind started blowing it back when I started bringing it down, that I'd get over the road. So, but near tragedy averted there. And back at the campsite, kind of give you an idea there. But hope you all enjoyed. It's a great camp spot. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.